Secretary General, it is indeed a pleasure for me to be here today for the presentation of my letter of notification. When the diplomatic representative of one of the most advanced integration processes of the world presents the letter of notification to another of the most advanced integration processes in the world, obviously topics for discussion abound. Many are the issues on which we can work together. Indeed, even though much has been done already, as we continue to grow together in this dynamic global environment, much more needs to be done to strengthen our relations, and in terms of dialogue, mutual enrichment, trade, joint political engagement, and development cooperation. The philosophy and values of Caricom closely mirror those of the European Union, and with the enactment of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas, establishing the Caribbean community, including the Caricom single market and economy, the framework of 15 markets within which to trade, do business, move freely, and work was set in motion. And the EU, as you well know, made a similar journey starting in 1957 with the Treaty of Rome. So we therefore have a lot of ground for dialogue, as there are experiences that we had in the European Union which are relevant to the region and vice versa. The idea of partnership among peers is fundamental, and we must support it through our cooperation programs as well. The urgency of now requires us to go beyond traditional financial assistance, focused more or less systematically on building regional structures that has been so far, to a new way of building a truthful, solid, and sustainable partnership. One of the main contexts of cooperation with the region, and here I refer to you, Ambassador LaRocque, not as Secretary General of Caricom, but also as Secretary General of Cariforum, which is a market of over 27 million people spread in a part of the world which is 2/3 of the extension of the European Union, even though the land mass is much smaller. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of water in between, but one important aspect is the Economic Partnership Agreement. Now, the EPA, the Economic Partnership Agreement, offers trade opportunities and in certain measure a stability in the trade climate and trust that it contributes to build between the two blocs as well. The success of the EPA also depends on our capacity to explain how it actually functions. Prior to the EPA, the European Union offered free access to its market, but with the EPA, such access has acquired a different legal status and a different dimension. And I'm talking, of course, about the developmental perspective it embraces. At the same time, it is, however, misleading to attach to the EPA expectations that an agreement as such cannot meet. And yet it is equally a mistake to dismiss or to understate the positive contribution that it brings to the good development of our trade relations and its potential to contribute to the economic development of the region. We must work together to make sure that the rhetoric about this agreement is balanced and substantiated by facts. We must not forget that the EPA, taking into account the respective levels of economic and social development, seeks to enhance intra- and extra-regional trade and economic relations to support a new trading dynamic by means of the progressive asymmetrical liberalization of trade and investment flows, and to reinforce, broaden, and deepen cooperation with a view to building on and improving the Cotonou level of preferential market access into the European Union for the Cariforum states. So there is a lot to be done, but we are positive that we will be able to do it. We have seen what perceptions and misperceptions can lead to, unfortunately. There is a rise of populism on both shores of the Atlantic. And the European Union will continue to promote its values and its policies and to foster political dialogue with Cariforum and CELAC countries. We should join forces more effectively to drive forward a common agenda in global and multilateral fora. Building on the experience of the high ambition coalition process that paved the way at the COP21 for the 2015 Paris Agreement on climate change, we should now really seek a new political partnership that on the objective of a multilateral rules-based order can address global challenges together. We must do much more work in this direction, really together. And the relationship between the EU and Caricom has a rich cooperation history, and we will know that. As you are aware, the Cotonou Agreement, in which our partnership has been grounded, is due to expire now in February 2020. Of course, we know that negotiations on the post-Cotonou are slated to begin no later than August 2018, and this ideally should be on a joint basis. Now, for our side, you must have seen, I'm pretty sure, the joint communication for our annual partnership with Africa, the Caribbean, and the Pacific that sets out our ideas for the building blocks of a new political partnership. We are proposing a substantially revised umbrella agreement at ACP level in combination with 3 regional pillars. And we are currently conducting outreach to you, our ACP partners, to inform on the state of play of our reflection and also to exchange views. And you are aware of this outreach also taking place in Jamaica very soon with our appointed facilitator, Mrs. Emma Bonino. The EU proposals is rooted in the history of our EU-ACP relations, and it allows preserving key components of the Cotonou Acquis whilst deepening our partnership at the regional level. The political dialogue is one of these key achievements, and moreover it aims at creating an alliance to jointly address a number of global challenges such as climate change. Well, as it relates to development cooperation, we've been pleased over the years to support in a tangible way the Caribbean integration process, primarily through the Caribbean Regional Indicative Program, the CRIP. And through the CRIP, we have supported directly not only the Common Single Market Economy, but some of the main institutions of Caricom and agencies like SCROC, the Caricom Competition Committee, the Regional Information Translation Institute, CARFA, Caricom Impacts, and so on and so forth. However, results orientation is the fundamental inspiring concept of the 11 EDF. We want results, and it is time to keep on digging into that. We must always have in mind that the ultimate beneficiaries of our cooperation, which are the citizens of the Caribbean countries, are expecting results. And most importantly, the benefits of our cooperation program must be palpable, tangible, and visible. We need to refrain from funding over-ambitious, omni-comprehensive programs with overburdening implementation architecture, but instead support straightforward, strategic, sustainable programs that clearly identify achievable results and offer efficiency gains. So we must do more, and we must do better, and we will work together with CARIFORUM to implement an 11 EDF Caribbean indicative program we can all be proud of. We have been working hard on that, and we will continue doing that. We have been a staunch supporter of CARICOM-CARIFORUM integration through its various stages, and this commitment remains strong today and will be strong in the future. This has really contributed to our excellent relations, and this is a position that I will work very hard to strengthen in the 4 years ahead of my mandate. Thank you.
Thank you very much.